The new Ruin Witch is in the game, and people have been asking what army I'm using it with. I've seen a lot of people using it with throwers, so I wanted to try something a little different, and I've essentially incorporated them into my Super Yeti army, which is on screen now. We'll jump into some normal mode attacks and see how it does there. Now, I know normal mode isn't exactly a very difficult place to be testing out armies and troops, but I've been getting knocked down out of Legends League, so we will have to retry this later once I get promoted back up into Legends League. For now, we're just going to test the water, dip our toe in, and see how it does. Alright, so what I've been doing with this army is we'll start with the Warden Walk here. I think we're going to start him on this side. So we'll do that. Some healers. Now, this could be a good fireball army as well. The only thing about that is I don't like fireball, so I don't do fireball. But if you are somebody who enjoys torturing yourself with fireball, then by all means go for it. It would work fine. But we're just going to set the edge on either side. We got siege barracks at the top. We got Warden on the left. Then once you get a nice little funnel going, we can start the Yetis, King and Queen. Send another balloon over the top. Let's get a wall break in as well. And so far, so good. Pop Warden ability, drop in the Rage. Send in a couple of those. Siege Barracks is going to open up. And let's go ahead and spread out the Ruin Witches across the top. We got some out of the Siege Barracks as well. Alright, King's ability is already going off. Everything's still pushing through the core. Let's, on this side, send in the Dragon Duke. A little later than that than I intended, but that's okay. And then we just kind of watch and see how things go. We can go ahead and freeze the Revenge Tower for a moment. I'm still pushing in. Let's pop that ability there. I can start using my totems as well. Got the Ruin Knights moving into the core. One more totem. Let's use it here. And it should be fine. A couple of archers on there for cleanup. We still have the Queen's ability, might as well pop it. We're getting to the point where we can speed up the attack. I wish that we could speed up the attack sooner, like a minute and a half in. I'm gonna revive the King, because why not? The Duke I don't think is gonna go down at this point. And yeah, you just get lots of these little Ruin Knights moving through. And the Ruin Knights are extremely tanky. They're almost as tanky as big boys from the Super Witches, and the big boys from Super Witches are really good. Alright. This guy's got a lot of junk on the outside of the base. I'm going to start the Siege Barracks early up here. And then Warden over here. Furnaces to help that. Alright. Furnaces on defense, too. That's funny. Siege Barracks seems to go down kind of fast. Or am I crazy? There's an Ice Golem. I want that storage down, and then we can kind of pull him back. He's stuck on the Ice Golem now. It's going to take forever. There we go. Pulling him out of there. Let's get the Duke in over here. I need to turn down my phone. Okay. And then we just want the outside edge to kind of clear up a bit before we drop in the witches. Those ones out of the Siege Barracks didn't really get a chance to do very well. Also, this is kind of an awkward base for this. Just because of all the dead space. Drop wall break there. We'll just kind of keep an eye on that. Totem. They should be able to handle that with no problem. Actually, I'm going to jump right there as well. All my heroes are dying very quickly. It's not ideal. Another totem. Freeze that. Come on, little buddies, get in there. Where is my Duke? Oh, he's still alive. Oh, I had a wall breaker. These troops are trying to get into this compartment. I'm just sitting here like an idiot with my wall breaker. That's okay. We got the monolith down. That's fine. I don't even need the revives or the jelly. GG. But yeah, I will be very interested to see how this goes in the Legend Leagues once we get back up there. We can get this Revenge Tower early. Not really a good spot for a siege barracks. Unless I do some Duke on Duke action here. It's also sketchy for a Warden walk on the corner when you got the heroes right there. But we can manage it. We have spells. There we go. See? Easy peasy. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone down. Always going off. There we go. Phone's down. Alright, let's do the Duke on this side. Siege barracks to help. And then we'll just kind of let that work for a moment. And there we go. Want to play Town Hall 12 Worlds next month? Maybe. I agreed to Town Hall 15 for this month, so we'll see how that goes. I never plan on playing any, and then I always end up getting asked. Which is fine. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we got a CC to deal with. I don't know why I dropped the headhunters there. I know the heroes are on the edges. That was a waste. I got the Ruin Witches moving in. The healers never caught up with my Yetis, which is cool. Very helpful. Revive the Duke. Probably revive the King as well. Why not? Cool. That's kind of a wasted jelly because there's nothing but defenses right there. Whoops. But either way, we're chilling. This has been... Like, if you're looking for a strategy for regular wars or CWL below Titans, this is pretty solid. And it's kind of fun. And we'll 4x it and GG. Since it's a clash for the stash event, whatever that entails, I was considering like shaving the beard down to just be a barbarian mustache. But I don't know if I really want to do that, to be honest. It'd be funny though. We've done, I've shaved down to a mustache before for a subathon. Stop hitting my warden, thank you. That was a little sketchy. Thought I was dropping in my wall breakers and they weren't actually going anywhere. That's funny. Let's just pop the warden. We need to get things moving. The ice golems are holding everything up too. There we go. Five you. All these in here. Pop King's ability here. How did that Yeti not get through there? I thought he was going to take out that monolith, that's why I dropped in the totem. just drop the jump here. Alright, this one's much better. 4x. I guess it is kind of nice on these like longer drawn out attacks to have a bunch of time in the setup. Now we were able to wrap up the day at rank 4, which I know in Electro 33 is not extremely difficult, but I also wanted to show how all the attacks went. And here was our battle log using this same strategy for every single attack. As you can see, we did have 2 slip-ups, 2 1-stars, and I wanted to go over those just to kind of explain the mistakes that I made in those 2 attacks. The first mistake, the first 1-star, was I sent all the Ruin Witches basically straight into an area that had the Guardian, it had the Monolith, it had the Revenge Tower, so it was just a super dense area, and they did not do well in that. And then the second 1-star, I actually ended up putting the Warden in a super tough area, and I lost the Warden pretty much straight away. Now I was able to revive the Warden, but we still lost the Torch ability, which made it difficult. Now, that being said, it's also worth noting that the 2 1-stars were still high percentage, I just wasn't quite able to close it out. And in addition to that, I'm not sure about the first 1-star, I think we still had the potion for that, but I know for the second 1-star, the power potion had worn off, so we had level 3 Ruin Witches. And something I will say about this troop is it is significantly weaker when it is not maxed out. So level 3 feels a lot weaker than level 4, so I highly recommend using these troops once they are maxed out, or if you can use a potion or a magic item to boost them to max level. Otherwise, I would use something else. Now, I'm going to continue using Ruin Witch armies. I'll use this one, and there's a few more that I want to try out, and we're going to continue pushing up into the Legends Leagues with Ruin Witches. We might even see if we can get into Legends 1 with Ruin Witches, and we'll see how that goes. That is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider hitting thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please also consider hitting subscribe. If you want to see more Clash of Clans content from me, I recommend checking out one of these videos right here.